Deadly, 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 deadly.
I'm black and deadly. I'm black and deadly. I'm black and deadly.
The AH&MRC Workforce Support Unit has a focus on supporting the workforce support or the workforce out in New South Wales for the social and emotional wellbeing.
So the Social and Emotional Wellbeing Workforce Support Unit is a program that's funded from the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet. Our role is to build the capacity of the social and emotional wellbeing workforce, which involves bringing them home counsellors and our SEWB workers, our substance use workers and mental health workers. So we look at building their capacity through training and development, and I suppose encouraging them to access clinical supervision, cultural mentoring and other professional supervision that can help them better support themselves to be able to support their clients and their families.
The workforce that we train, it is so important for those workers to have some sort of supervision because, you know, they take on a lot because this is their history. And we find a lot of the workers really struggle, not only on the cultural side, but on just in their mainstream working.
Supervision is a process of being with a skilled and experienced person who respectfully supports the worker to reflect on their work in a meaningful way, and it's in order for them to learn and grow in the context of living and working within family and community. Is supervision to be used in the event of a crisis? No. Is supervision line management? No. And is supervision a yarn or a debrief? No, it isn't. It's a regular, ongoing practice. Should a manager be present at supervision? No. This is because their role is very different and it's a very different skill set.
The social and emotional well-being of our staff is quite significant because they're the individual that's providing service to the client. To look after the client, we've got to look after our staff. If we're not looking after our staff, we're not looking after our clients. So the client may be the first person we're concerned with, but we've got to be able to work with the staff so that the staff are feeling good about what they're providing to that client.
In my experience, I think that supervision is a very important part of people's work, especially in Aboriginal organisations. Workers are often dealing with very complex situations and complex relationships and complex issues, and so supervision is a way of people having some time out to stop and think about the work that they're actually doing, to take care of themselves so that they can ultimately provide the best possible service to their clients, their family and community.
The supervision of the social emotional wellbeing workforce is actually a mandatory part of funding. So services actually have the capacity and the money to pay, that the government fund to them to pay for supervision. So it's just an added cost benefit to the organisation that their workers will gain a sense of lower stress levels, improved resilience, and I guess seek some more value in their work.
How was your weekend? Good, yeah, really good. What did you get up to? Nice and quiet one. Oh, okay.
Supervision has been in the past associated with a deficit or like a negative view of the worker. So that means that it's been a top-down authoritarian approach, like in the medical model where an intern would be told what they're not doing, how to improve. So with that, people fear that it's about their job performance, when in fact clinical supervision is not about that. It's about strengthening the worker, but so people often get that confused, so that they think it's with their manager. And the term supervision has changed over time. So clinical supervision is about the worker and it's not about your performance management or your job appraisal.
I think it's also about retaining your staff and looking at your staff's development, you know, their progression within the organisation, not only as, you know, what role they're providing, but looking at where they want to go for opportunities with their career. At the same time, supporting and encouraging them along the way, but showing them that you care. Because if you're not showing that to your staff, what are your staff showing to their clients?
I believe supervision is essential in our organisation because it provides best practice for the worker, the organisation, and for me as a manager. It's it's like self-care for the worker and for the organisation, where it's a way of modelling good behaviour. We're saying to our community and our clients, come to us, you know, we can help you deal with this.
In the very first meeting of a supervisee and a supervisor meeting, they would obviously introduce themselves and what the worker is bringing from the stress of the job, and then they'll enter into a contract and look at the goals of the supervisee and what they want out of supervision. So a lot of that initial time is set up meeting each other and making sure also that the supervisor is accountable to the supervisee, because it's also about making them practice ethically, and that, you know, they're abiding by a code of ethics and ultimately they don't do any harm to the client.
So the benefits are that it offers increased retention rates, and it also encourages a healthy and positive workplace culture.
Because we do work with really complex and challenging clients, if we provide that supervision to our employee or offer that supervision on an ongoing regular basis, our employees feel valued, supported, and they can come to work knowing that if they get into a difficult situation or something triggers something for them, they know they've got someone to go to for support.
The benefits of supervision is basically strategies and supports to get through my job, or make me get through my job and make me through my days. So I find if I don't have supervision, I suppose I can't really talk to a colleague about it because I don't have the professional support that I need. And actually getting support from a professional benefits for me to actually give my clients a better base work of clientele work, basically working with my clients, so I'm not bringing my stuff to the table with them.
I had a bad day, bro. Just buggered. No energy. Just want to go home. I'm supposed to take kids swimming this weekend and I just couldn't be bothered, bro, at the moment. I'm buggered.
Yeah, book in and get some supervision done, mate.
Supervision? Yeah?
Yeah.
Get stuff off your mind?
Yep.
Righto, I'll go and book in.
Having a supervisor within the organisation, yes, it can work, but it comes with really firm boundaries. So the only way that somebody could actually be a clinical supervisor or provide clinical supervision in a setting, in a health service, would be if that is their only role.
I nearly quit my job a couple of weeks ago due to some family commitments, and a lot of stuff has really affected me from a personal storyline. So basically what I brought to work, I couldn't actually work with my clients because I had a lot of stuff going on at home. And I thought if I'm not going to be productive at work, I need to sort of walk away, and I can't be a burden to my work or my office or my staff. So at the end of the day, if I've got supervision, again, that helps me get through.
So what I really like about the word supervision is a really unique way of looking at it. So if you split the word supervision into two, you've got the word super and vision. And what that is a meta view, like a supervision of the worker. So that's where you find the word holistic from. So it's not only looking at their personal and professional development and their accountability in their job, but it's also looking at their family and community, working within that cultural context of family and community. So supervision is like a meta view of the word. I really like that.
I'm black and deadly.
On the street, you don't really want to speak to us, you don't know we're black and deadly. When you see us at a show, oh world, now you wanna know us, cause you know we're black and deadly. When you see us in the car, you don't know who we are, it don't matter cause we're black and deadly. When you hear us on the radio,